You know, Colorado, she's in her third or fourth year, but she's done a nice job over there. And she's finally got the team that she wants. They run their offense very well. They're not very complicated, but they're very talented. They run a 4-out motion, similar to Wyoming. They've got very good players. They play within themselves. They play very good roles. And, you know, the biggest thing for us is to make sure we know player personnel, make sure we know shooters and drivers, box out like crazy. They love to rebound, especially offensively. And, you know, get in there and have the mindset that we're going to win the basketball game.
Now, Wyoming's known for pick after pick after pick after pick. Do they run that?
They're not quite as methodical as Wyoming, but they really like to run their motion. Their up screens, their down screens, their flex screens. Yeah, Wyoming, you feel like a pinball sometimes when you're playing them. But it's similar in the terms of their motion rules. Not quite as many screens as you'll get against Wyoming.
What's this road trip been like for you guys, Coach? I mean, have you ever experienced something like this where you're just constantly on the road?
Well, you know, this is good for us because we're doing it as school is not in session, so we don't miss school, and that's what we liked about it. You know, when we made the schedule, you didn't know the conference schedule, so, you know, knowing that we're going to be on the road 2 more times in conference, had you known, you would have switched it up a little bit, but that's okay. Being on the road's fun. The players bond a great deal. They all get along very well. So, you know, to go on the road and play a very good Colorado team, it'll be a lot of fun.
So what is does it beat you up?
You know,
This much on the road?
I don't think so because it's been spread out. You know, we played 2 games at State and UTEP, and we were able to split that, so that wasn't bad. Then they had Christmas break, so they're off, you know, 4 or 5 days, and then we're coming back at Colorado. We get back that night, and then we don't play again until the 9th. So, you know, we're home for a while, and then it's conference season again. So then we start those 2 on the road and then be home. But I'd rather start on the road in conference and finish at home.
How does you know I guess the days in between games help with you guys' legs and staying fresh and all that?
You know, it really helped us when we had that layoff before we went to State and UTEP. And I thought we were really, really good against New Mexico State. You know, I thought UTEP, we were right in the game. We were down 4 at one point, you know, and just didn't finish it off. And that's a good UTEP team. They were 10-1, so it hasn't been that we've played slouches. Colorado hasn't lost a game. I'm sure they have fresh legs now, too. They beat up on Utah Valley before the break. But, you know, it's going to be a fun game. Good atmosphere. That's what you want. Teams come in here to play in front of 6,000, 7,000 people. There should be about 4 or 5, and it's right after a men's game. So more people might stay, and that'll be fun for our kids.
Coach, how do you guys match up with Colorado?
You know, I think personnel, we match up very well. I really do. I think our size matches up with them. I think our guards match up with them. Great to have Tish eligible. I thought she had a real good coming out party, and she did a great job. They are a little bit more experienced than we are because they've played together for a long period of time. This is their 3rd year in. But I like our matchup, and I like going down there, and it's like anything else. If we get ourselves in a position at the end, then you always have a chance, and that's what we want.
What's this experience been like for you guys, especially playing a top 5 team going into conference play?
That's what you want to do. You know, we've traditionally done that a great deal, not necessarily on the road. You know, we've had them at home, but, you know, to play Georgia early, and I don't know if they've lost a game. Now to play Colorado, who's, you know, 23rd in the country, that's what we want to do because that's where our program wants to be. So, you know, we're rebuilding it. We're getting it in a position where that's what we want to do, and for our kids to understand, hey, you know, next year we want to be 23rd in the country, or the end of this year, or whatever it is. You know, we want to be back in the top 25, and, you know, you got to beat some of those teams to do that.
What do you have to do to be successful?
We have to box out like crazy. We have to make sure that they only get 1 shot. They are very, very good, the offensive rebound. We have to make sure that we guard their dribble penetration, and their post players are awfully good, so we have to make sure we don't get stuck behind them. We have to get around and deny and make sure our help on the weak side is there. And those are huge keys to our game.